Hello, guys. Today's video is rather interesting because we address something that is not publicly available, but we express our own opinion about certain things in processing of the startup visa files. And what we observe is something that we anticipated, actually. And honestly speaking, it's due and long overdue because pandemic is way behind us. We certainly hope so. And certain measures that were introduced during pandemic now became obsolete. And basically, people sometimes confuse about certain things. Like, for example, we're talking about temporary file numbers. Temporary file numbers are something that we call temporary measures. And as temporary measures, they were introduced during pandemic because of backlog of the files within IRCC. And definitely it was very helpful because temporary file was introduced as acknowledgement of receipt. And definitely when pandemic ended, IRCC started processing in a certain way that people for some reason accepted as a thing going forward, basically. And that's exactly what I'm addressing right now. Things going back to normal, at least like I said, we wish it to happen. And because of that, we definitely need to understand we're getting back to normal in terms of all aspects of processing of startup visa files, including demolishing of temporary file numbers system. And now we're going through transition to normal processing in a better way, I guess, because more and more officers trained in electronic processing of files, in filing requests. We see improvement on IRCC side, how they file requests, what they're asking for, and how attentively they approach every single file. And that's exactly concern for many people because they think in an old fashion, and they think, well, it's not going to be me. I will be okay if I do this or don't do this. And that's exactly where we have to warn. So coming back to the issue and conclude this video, temporary files with temporary solution and temporary measure. It's not surprising if we don't see temporary file numbers at all during this year, because we're definitely going back to normal processing when acknowledgement of receipt will assign permanent number, and that means the officer will take it under consideration. It will be placed in line, and then processing will continue. Be careful, because the reason for me to say that, because we observe reluctance on the side of the clients. They say, well, Dr. Alex, you told us about 20 months or 15 months, and all of a sudden, in 12 months, we get in this request to provide information. We're not ready. Well, I was the one who told you, be ready from day one. If we push hard, we may push hard and we may achieve some sudden success, right? And then what? And then you're not ready for that. Why are you asking for something you're not ready for? And that's exactly my point. So with these changes, I hope you will stay safe and stay positive about outcome of your case.